So when exactly did St. Patrick's Day stop being an Irish-American cultural event and become just American? I'd argue there were two turning points, one historical, one commercial. The historical turning point, the Civil War. Tens of thousands of Irish Americans served and fought in the Union Army, many forming their own regiments, like the famous Irish Brigade. When those soldiers came home, historian Mike McCormick puts it perfectly. They went out as second-class citizens and came back as heroes. Suddenly, Irish identity in America wasn't something to hide, it was something to be proud of. And St. Patrick's Day celebrations grew with that pride. By the late 19th century, St. Patrick's Day was being celebrated in New York, Boston, Chicago, New Orleans, San Francisco, and Savannah, Georgia, which, by the way, has hosted a parade since 1824 and is famously the only major American city that holds its parade on the actual date of March 17th every year instead of the nearest weekend. But the commercial turning point came after World War II, when American corporations discovered that holidays were marketing gold. St. Patrick's Day was suddenly everywhere, on greeting cards, in supermarkets, in bar promotions. The iconic image of the jolly, mischievous leprechaun, largely a product of American commercialization, turbocharged by Walt Disney's cheerful portrayal of the character. McDonald's launched its legendary Shamrock Shake. Green food coloring was added to everything imaginable. And then there's Chicago. Starting in 1962, the city began dyeing the Chicago River green every St. Patrick's Day, an event that has become one of the most iconic images of the holiday worldwide. Here's the real story behind it. City workers had been using green dye to trace sewage leaks in the river since 1955. It was Stephen Bailey of the Chicago Journeyman Plumbers Local Union who had the deliberate idea to repurpose that same dye for a St. Patrick's Day celebration, and the tradition was born, only in America.
Green beer, parades, and shamrocks. But who was St. Patrick really? Watch the full story on History Niche.